say a sex offender accused of having sex with a minor was communicating with that teenage girl at the same time he was under investigation by the FBI.
Well, the question now, how did this crime fall through the cracks? And new tonight.
A convicted sex offender is caught watching children at Coolidge Park at least 4 times. A Hamilton County worker reported him to authorities.
And that has now put him behind bars. News Channel.
A registered sex offender is caught working as a ride operator ahead of the Fayetteville Dogwood Festival.
Event organizers tell CBS North Carolina's David Hurst the man was arrested before the festival began and families have nothing to worry about. David?
A convicted sex offender accused of sexual assault is back behind bars. We first told you Tuesday about Stephen Smith. Investigators say Smith cut off his GPS monitor and had been on the run since August. An anonymous tip led investigators to a Kenosha motel where Smith was arrested.
These are among dozens of computers for the public's use at the main library in Johnson County, 87th and Farley. One confiscated by the FBI after a man was seen pulling up nude photos of boys. The suspect, a registered sex offender with convictions in 2004 and 2013. Court documents say he told investigators he used the library computer to search boys' bodies. The man also had a flash drive that investigators say contained 3,800 images of adult and child pornography. The library does not monitor what visitors are doing.
We are beginning tonight with new information on a volleyball coach accused of trying to have sex with an underage girl. 49-year-old Shell Nielsen is a convicted sex offender who failed to register in Santa Cruz County for more than 7 months. Action News reporter Phil Gomez joins us live from Santa Cruz.
News right now. Just the past 2 hours, the U.S. Marshals arresting Eric Hartwell. He is a convicted child rapist who cut off his ankle monitor, disappeared from a Denver halfway house about a week ago. 7 News breaking the arrest first on our 7 News app just this morning.
A registered sex offender is behind bars, accused of climbing a tree to look inside classrooms at a high school in Flagstaff. Somehow, though, he was able to evade police multiple times before officers took him into custody.
Team 12's Jessica DeNova is in Flagstaff for us tonight with how authorities finally tracked this guy.
Over my shoulder right now, these are 42 people Polk County deputies busted over the last month in an operation targeting accused child predators. Half of these suspects are convicted sex offenders who did not properly register as such. 18 others are facing child porn.
Sex offender is back in the Cole County Jail tonight.
Daniel Gassman was caught too close to a park in South Jefferson City, violating one of the laws for registered sex offenders. ABC 17's Dan Messineo talked to area residents, and one resident confronted Gassman and has the cell phone video.
Only on ABC Action News, we just got our hands on disturbing video. It shows what a registered sex offender was doing while following 2 young girls around a busy Walmart. And we want to warn you first, some of this video is quite graphic. ABC Action
I will be discussing the issue of sex offending. My arguments will show how sex offending usually leaves mental scarring and paranoia for the victim, and even causes some of them to fall into a trapdoor of an endless state of depression. One reason for making this argument is to stop mental scarring for teens and young adults. My evidence comes from the Times-Picayune, where a man named Bam Pam was arrested for inappropriately touching 2 teen boys ages 16 and 20 at Marrow Church. The 16-year-old boy gave an anecdotal statement saying when he was at Pam's residence on Sunday, when Pam started spooning him and began rubbing his chest. Also, the 20-year-old told authorities Pam also spooned with him and touched his genitals on several occasions. Some empirical evidence comes from court records. It states Gretna police arrested him in 2012 after he was accused of touching the genitals of a 9-year-old girl. Another article states child sex robots are coming to America. However, some might say, are you crazy? Or aren't you ashamed of yourself for going with this idea? They believe sex dolls won't help the people, but rather increase the number of sex offenders. However, this is not true, even though I do agree with them that this idea is a bit of a stretch. But these people are just as bad as the Nazis in World War II. They strike fear into the hearts of the people they attack. Then they take advantage over them. This article also makes a logical statement to this and says, the prevention of sex offending told The Independent that the prescription of child sex dolls might potentially curb the assaults against human children. They use past evidence and statistics to prove the dolls will be able to stop sex offending, and which also means it would prevent further people from getting mentally scared and gives them the peace of mind. Article, most sex offenders will be released from prison. What Utah Corrections is doing to keep you safe. This article states, prison officials remind the public that they are part of the Department of Corrections. The goal is to help individuals correct their wrong behaviors so they can re-enter society as a productive member. Prison is not just a timeout box. This is a logical statement, reminding people that they are the same as everyone else, but need extra help to come back into society as well as affected individual. Also allowing them a second chance before casting them out of civilization. This is an important subject because sex offending should never be allowed anywhere. You should agree with me because no one at any age should be sexually harassed in a way where they're in a constant state of fear and paranoia, feeling like they are not safe anywhere.